to achieve love. I kind of feel like I have to make a choice at some point within relationship to doing the work, as if to say that I can only accept one frame of thought, which would be to choose to pursue more of a path towards understanding love or understanding lust. So, okay, so I wrote this essay, and in relationship to this kind of project, and before it was just some thoughts on love, and I'm going to read it to you. So I've been making a lot of drawings about love. Oh, and those drawings are here. Those 4 drawings are a lot about love. Mostly words on paper that swirl around much like the thoughts in my head. There are a lot of thoughts in my head at the moment. I digress. Anyway, so on love. I've been listening to a lot of Paul Simon lately. I hear he's single. I might move to New York just to track him down and marry him in order to spend time with him long enough to understand this thing that I will never understand. For me to relate to love, I have to recognize it as a brilliant bright light, a powerful moment that seeps through the cracks of clouds or through tall trees. A light that I know is way down deep inside of me, but has been told many times in so many words that it isn't worth believing in. I see the pain in people that I see on the streets here in LA, the frustration, the very young homeless man with socks, no shoes, passing around the subway at Vermont and Sunset. We all have love to give people. I think it's getting harder as we get easier to please. We're getting easier to please in so many ways these days. It's hard for me to believe in love. I think I get used to the idea of falling in love as a means to having a justification for my existence. We marry, have babies, create a legacy. Well, I have no one to marry and no babies, so what is my legacy? My mind, my work, my drawings about love? Okay, so with that in mind, I question then why I believe that loving one other person or letting another person love me would be possible. How is this possible? If I can't let them know who I am, because in reality, who I am doesn't matter. I don't matter. So then the surface love can only go so far as the lover is disinterested and moves on. According to a study done on people that are in love, the mental state of love is very similar neurologically to that of an intense person's reaction. Oh, an insane person's intense reaction. Love makes you insane. So someone with an addictive personality could probably get addicted to that feeling, putting themselves in unrealistic situations and falling in love with just about anyone or anything, which is what I admitted to doing earlier. That makes no sense. This makes little to no sense. I met someone who works a lot. Oh, okay, I'm not going to do that. That ended up not working out well. When I wrote this, I met someone in a movie theater. I sat behind them in a movie theater, and he took me home with him and made me French toast, and then we slept together, and then I left my sock at his house, I accidentally took his sock, so I didn't have his phone number, so I just rode my bicycle back to his house to get my sock back. And then we ended up going to another movie and then sleeping together again that night. And then he said he left water on the stove, so he left. And then I will see him around town, but I guess he's engaged or married now or something. Anyway, I wonder if it's possible to react to fear but not in fear and have this be used as a way to love anybody. I used to think that my love was so precious because it was the only thing I could control. Who I loved or who I don't love. Well, lately I feel like I'm falling in love with everything all over again, like a little kid. The light that is all around us every day, the moments that catch me off guard and make me scared to be a human being, because I'm scared. I try to give this fear to my work. I try to give this fear to the light and to use it for love, but it's hard. It's hard to be human. I make mistakes. I try to live in the moment.